Hello, friends. My name is Charmaine from To a Child, and this is A Witch's Cauldron, number 50, in fact. Wow. Um, Today, I want to talk about a healthy timeout. You can take healthy timeouts, even as an adult. Sometimes we think it needs to be harder than it is, but sometimes we just need to get away from a situation and calm down before we can come back to it. And that's just basically what a healthy timeout is when you are in a situation where your emotions, your emotions have taken over. That's when you take a pause and you do this healthy timeout. And I'll read you what the book says on it. A healthy timeout. Sometimes it's hard to disengage from a heated situation, but taking a temporary time out is a very healthy and important skill for anyone. Letting people know that you are going to be briefly out of touch is a strong signal that you're actively working on yourself. Taking a timeout has 3 basic steps. Number 1, announce your timeout. Tell whoever's directly involved in what you're doing and how much time you'll need to calm down. Or if it's not safe to be that open, simply excuse yourself and leave the area. In most cases, it takes at least 30 minutes to truly switch your brain's stress response from activated to calm. Second, number 2, self-soothe with whatever works for you. You might try a distracting activity like watching TV, a body connecting activity like taking a walk, or a logic activity like writing down your feelings and thoughts. Avoid replaying the incident in your head, which will merely intensify your emotions. And number 3, return and re-engage. If you are not calmed down yet, let the other party know you need more time. I use this healthy timeout all the time, and it's mainly because my emotions do get charged and triggered by a lot of things. A lot of people don't see it because I've gotten a lot better at working with my triggers and recognizing them and immediately taking the time out if I need it, or if I don't actually need the time out, I'm able to process. I think that it's really important in step number 2, that self-soothing step, that you avoid replaying the incident in your head, because that just continues to amp up your emotion. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of tips for that self-soothe. If you're in a situation where maybe you had to excuse yourself to the bathroom because if you told somebody you needed to take a break to collect your emotions, they'd get offended. I know people like that. So when you excuse yourself from the area, maybe you go to the bathroom, you shut the door, run cold water in the sink. Run cold water in the sink and splash it on your face. Maybe if you fill the sink with cold water, you can put your face in the water. What that does is it resets your system. It's a hard reset, and it's great for stopping an emotional response. That was a tip I used a lot when I needed to get my brain disengaged from the spiral it was going in, and then be able to calm down in order to re-engage whatever is going on in my situation. So next time you're in a situation where you feel maybe your emotions start to peak, you notice you're feeling uncomfortable or very anxious or very angry even, maybe try taking a healthy time out. Remember to announce it to the parties that need to hear it. Remember to do that self-soothing activity that is not having to do with replaying the situation in your head. And then once you've calmed down, re-engage. Trauma is a very hard thing to unravel and unwrap from your life, and it never completely gets untangled because there's always going to be something deep in that memory that gets triggered, and you're going to have to work your way through the trigger. It just gets a lot less as you go through the process. I've noticed I have a lot less triggers than I used to. Cologne no longer triggers me like it used to. However, other things still do trigger me, and they pop up all the time. And, it's like it's a funny thing because you always think, man, I thought I was healing, yet here I am with another trigger I have to work through. But that's okay. That's the human experience. I hope that these 3 steps in taking a healthy time out help you the next time you become emotionally charged in a situation. Remember, it's okay to have emotions and then take the time that it takes to come down from those emotions. And as you practice it more, it gets a lot easier. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. And until next time, light and love, friends.